I'm Eden Grinshpan and I'm OXO's chef in residence, and I am here to elevate your inner chef. And to start, we are gonna be making Lemony Paprika Chicken with potatoes and a caper chimichurri. What I love about this dish is it could not be simpler. It is incredibly easy to put together, packed full of flavor, and it's basically a sheet tray dinner, but elevated for the holidays. Okay, so what we're gonna first start off with is the spices. 1 tablespoon of sweet paprika. And then I'm gonna also add in some smoky paprika. So I also have turmeric here, and then we also have cumin, another really earthy spice. Now we're gonna add in the garlic, which is the most important ingredient, always and forever. I absolutely love a grater. See, look how fast this is. I love how easy it is. My husband, Ido, obsessed with paprika. Like when I make him this dish, he goes crazy. Growing up, holidays, Jewish family, there was always some sort of like paprika chicken dish around. I swear, it was pretty standard. You know, it can be the holidays or it can be any day of the week, but I really wanted to capture that homey feeling, that comfort feeling, and that's really what I get from this dish. Now we're going to add in some fresh lemon juice. When you use these ingredients, you wanna make sure you get everything from it. You don't want anything to go to waste. Like, look at that. You know the juice is squeezed out of that baby. And now you want to season it generously. Everyone's a little intimidated that they're gonna oversalt something, but like, give it a go. Now I'm gonna add in some cracked black pepper, extra virgin olive oil. I love the OXO Precision Pour Glass Dispenser because it really controls the olive oil and how fast it comes out. Look at that gorgeousness. So now that that's mixed up, you have to take your chicken legs, bone in, skin on, flavor. Make sure everything gets evenly coated. If you want, you can get your hands in there and really massage this marinade into the chicken. This is like probably one of my favorite kitchen tools. Watch the magic. This like is a game changer. Place it right on top of the bowl and like the suction keeps it closed. It's not going to spill out, okay? If you have time, you can put it in for an hour. If you don't, you can make it right now. You can even do this the day before and let it sit in your fridge and marinate and do its thing. We're using some Yukon Gold potatoes, and I love them because you don't need to peel or do that much work. So what I'm gonna do here is I fill a big pot with water, and then I'm gonna season it generously with salt. Key, always season your water with salt when you are blanching any vegetable, because that's gonna really bring a lot more flavor to that vegetable. And what I like to do is I put my potatoes in while the water is still cold, bring it to a boil, and then I'm gonna let it simmer for around 10 to 15 minutes until you can put like a knife through. You don't want it mushy, okay? But you want it to be tender. The potatoes are boiled, and what I'm gonna do now is basically the hardest part, which is assembling everything on one tray. For me, the holidays are all about ease. You wanna make sure that it's amazing, it's comforting, but it's also something that you can just like put together, throw in the oven, so that you can be with your family and you can enjoy the night. So I'm gonna start slicing the potatoes. The big ones I'm gonna cut into thirds, and the small ones I'm gonna cut into halves. What I like also about this is there's more surface area to touch the bottom of the tray so that there's more opportunity for the crispiness to happen. And we're also gonna put some shallots. You can keep them whole. If they're really big, you can just slice them in half. And I'm also going to put some garlic here because can never have enough garlic. This is a fun way to present it and to actually cook it. I just literally take my knife and I'm going to slice right down the middle. And I'm just going to keep this, honestly, I'm gonna flip it because I find that helps it from burning. And if you find that it's kind of broken a little bit, that's also cool. I really love a rustic dish. You know, you can tell that it was made at your house. So lemon is key here. Who knows, it might even get a little charred to add some of that bitterness as well, which is fantastic. So now I'm going to drizzly whizzle some extra virgin olive oil. You feel like a chef when you have, you know, this glass dispenser in your house because you have more control and it's kind of sexy. You know what I mean? This grinder is magique. Make sure you don't hold back when it comes to seasoning. And please do not use the pre-ground black pepper. That should just not be a thing. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to start arranging the chicken legs on top of the potatoes. I like to do skin side up. If you find that there's not enough color underneath, you can always flip it for like 5-10 minutes to make sure that it gets evenly golden all over. Do you see all of this marinade at the bottom? That's gonna come with us. And just kind of like scatter that. You can put some like chunks here and there on the chicken. So now I take this and I throw it into a preheated 425 degree Fahrenheit oven. Make sure that it's preheated. You want that hot. You don't want to put it in when it's still warming up. You want to put it in when it's like piping hot. You'll just see when this comes out of the oven, it is golden, it is rich, it has so much, and it's just exactly the kind of food you want to eat with your family around the table when you're celebrating your holidays. So what we're going to do now is the caper chimichurri. This condiment is fantastic. You could literally put it on anything and it would make it taste incredible. What I'm gonna start off with is the cilantro. If you're not a cilantro lover, totally cool. You can absolutely substitute with parsley. Just cut off the roots. And then what I want you to do is just really kind of wrap it up and make it as small as possible and take out your very sharp knife and I'm going to finely chop the cilantro. And I want the stems. Keep the stems on. There's so much flavor there. There's amazing texture and it's such a shame when people toss out those cilantro stalks. Woo! Okay, so we have our cilantro. Now I'm gonna add in the capers that are actually already finely chopped. And now I'm going to use the OXO ginger and garlic grater. This cuts your prep time significantly. My dad is obsessed with a chimichurri. It's almost like he's never had it until I made it for him, and now this is like all he requests. Pour in some extra virgin olive oil, some red wine vinegar. You can actually use really any kind of vinegar here. You're just looking for some acidity to cut through the olive oil and to elevate all the other flavors in there. And look at all of that beautiful flavor in there. Very important when you're cooking in your kitchen, always taste. Always, always, always taste. Oh my God, so good. Oh yeah. Please just look at this. You have this beautiful sheet tray meal, and now we're just going to plate it beautifully for our holiday meal. The simpler, the better for me, okay? That's what the holidays are all about, and that's the way I like to keep it. There's no real reason to have to complicate anything. You can get gorgeous, easy, flavorful food on the table for your family and your friends without stress. This is the kind of food where your guests will be double dipping. I want their hands to be covered in chicken juice, chicken spices. I want them to be undoing their pants and sitting with like their pants open, happy, enjoying, full, just like laughing and having the best time. That's what this food is all about. It's simple to prepare and serve. You get to actually enjoy your holiday. Yum. You guys will love this one. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm Eden Grinshpan, OXO Chef in Residence, and I hope that this recipe elevates your inner chef.